Our world today has shifted to a so-called new normal. Since the pandemic came, challenges were experienced in all walks of life. Many people lost their jobs, schools closes, and were limited to distance learning modality. Some businesses were closed. Massive number of people was brought to hunger. COVID-19 and death cases rises. To our honorable guest, ladies and gentlemen, my warmest greetings to all of you. In these challenging times, we also witness death by which are caused by being infected with the virus, death by which being caused through not going to hospitals, knowing that such patient is in a critical condition because people are afraid that they may also be subject to being infected even if they are not. They choose to stay in their homes. And of course, death that is caused by stress and by which it is then associated to anxiety and depression. According to the World Health Organization, there is an estimated 3.8% of the population affected by depression, which they described it as a common illness worldwide. According also to the World Health Organization, their estimated number of people in the world who experience depression is about 280 million worldwide. They also added that every year 700,000 people die due to suicide caused by depression. How will we stop such negative energy that slowly swallows the mental health of every kind while we are in the midst of fighting the unseen enemies? The biggest question here is, how will we survive? There are many ways to fill the gaps and help people survive such event. But here, I will give you a few. Understanding. Simple to read but hard for others to do. By understanding, we can feel how they feel, and we could give enlightenment to lessen the level of depression that is being experienced by an individual. Let them feel that they are not alone. Communication. Yes, we are not entitled to communicate every hour or every minute. What I am trying to say is the way we communicate to people, especially in the virtual realm. Because you might never know that person is smiling, but behind those smiles are faces in blue. This means think before you spit out words. Actions. Your action matters. Never try to be a burden or an added burden to the minds of people, especially those people who deals with depression. You are not on the same boat, sailing on a wild ocean. Help them. Help them be nurtured and help them learn to nurture themselves, calm themselves, and witness the beauty of life despite all the bad things that happens. One of our biggest enemies in this current situation is stress and depression. People, in some of the time, forget that stress and depression exist and that people sometimes find themselves not to care, which is bad. In the test of time, we can survive if we have those people who are pure and are willing to be with us in our journey no matter what. Let me end my speech with a quote by Dwayne Johnson. I found that with depression, one of the most important things you could realize is that you, you are not alone. Let us all be guided by faith. A pleasant day to each and every one of us.